Angelo has been at the top of the meta for quite a while now, and for some reason I've been slacking off, so I think it's about time we push him. The difference between this push and most of my other ones is I'm going to be trying my best to make it as far as possible with only randoms. I started things out in Wipeout, and surprisingly my teammates didn't disappoint me as much as I thought. At least for game 1. Game 2, however, things were already taking a twist and I was up against a double Mandy team. Halfway through the game and things were not looking good. The score was 6-0 and these Mandys were absolutely cooking us. We tried our best to make a bit of a comeback, but being outranged, especially with the Leon on our team, things were difficult and these Mandy supers were just clipping me left and right. Needless to say, I did take my first L here, but I don't know if I would say the blame is on me for this one, my teammate going 0-4, wow. But on the other side of things, my Leon actually played incredibly well, even though his stats didn't show it, so I decided to give him another chance and hit that play again with him. That turned out to be one of the best decisions I could have made, because this Leon was honestly one of the best randoms I think I've ever played with. Not only that, but adding a Leon to our comp seemed to add the perfect amount of aggression, putting enough pressure on our enemies to back them into the corner of the map, securing kills a lot more easily, and overall just winning the games. He was popping off like crazy. Honestly, I was getting carried. We managed to cross 800 trophies and we didn't even stop there. We just kept hitting that play again together with another third random teammate, and for some reason it was working out, even against double pipers. We won game after game, getting us all the way up to 849 trophies, just one game away from 850. But this is where things started to change. We were up against this enemy comp and they didn't have the craziest comp, but they were playing really well. As an Angelo, I probably should have played my part quite a bit better rather than getting stuck in bow mines, which we're not even going to talk about this. But apparently I'm just not that guy, pal, and I sold the game. Again. Yeah. We took a fat -9 trophies and I hit the play again button, but he seemed to be done with me and I don't blame him. I went right back into more games with randoms, and I'm thinking because I'm playing with randoms, I'm probably matching against random enemies. Well, no. I don't really understand how it's fair to even play against full team comps when you're playing with randoms, but I guess that's just how the game works, and we got absolutely smoked. I tried not to let the losses bother me too much though, and I just kept playing. Finally, we were just one game away from 850 trophies again, and it was pretty close. The score was nearly tied up, but we did have better positioning than the enemies, and I had a good feeling that this was finally going to be the game that we get it. And with 9 out of 10 kills on the board, I was able to snatch up that last one, getting us the victory and crossing us over to 852 trophies, and that was all for day 1. The next day I picked things back up where I left off, once again playing with randoms. The first couple games were going perfectly fine, except this one, where you can see me getting tapped up as soon as the game starts. And all I want to say about that is, that's not me. Don't worry though, somehow my teammates and I were able to turn things around and win with quite a lead. 4-1 on the Angelo, so I definitely did manage to turn things around, and that got us to 876 trophies, but this next game, I can't say the same for. This is where things once again started getting a little bit messy. We lost that first game, and to make things worse, the next game didn't go any easier. We were up against a full enemy composition, and they went all out with the aggression. There was honestly nothing that we could do. We were fully spawn trapped for the whole game, and this was probably the worst game of the whole game. There we go, I went 0-2 on the Angelo, both my teammates go 0-4, and I get the Electro-like. It is what it is, guys. And then just for curiosity's sake, I wanted to see who we were playing against, and of course, you know, here's your typical 80,000 trophy players, and for some reason they're matching up with me. Enough with the complaining though, and I got right back into things, and I guess this game kind of makes up for it because for some reason, this Edgar was a full-on bot. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll take the free game. This Leon tried his best to make up for his lack of teammates, but unfortunately for him, he had to take the L on this one. One of my teammates ended up being around 500 trophies though, so I was able to get the underdog on that one, so give me those +3 trophies. And following that game up, I was able to rise all the way up to 892 trophies, leaving us just one game away from 900, which was my goal for today. Going into this game though, I knew it was going to be an odd one because this was my first game going against an enemy thrower and also having a thrower on my team as well. All I could think about is what are the chances that we both happen to get a thrower on our team, and although I probably would have preferred to get the Sprout, I will just take the Grom because it is what it is. Unfortunately for the enemies though, they did have a Pearl on their team, and although Pearl isn't really a bad brawler, for some reason I find her incredibly easy to hit with snipers. Maybe it's got something to do with her being thick like Pam, but I was tapping her up, stealing her cookies, doing whatever I had to do to win this game. It kind of felt unfair to a point because I felt like I was just bullying this poor girl, but what can I say? I'm a greedy guy and I wanted those freaking trophies and I wanted them bad. Somehow my Grom managed to get 4 kills, which, good for him. I don't know where those 4 kills came from. We crossed 900 trophies and Grom wanted to play again. I'm all set with that. The third day of pushing Mosquito Man was upon us, and I promise I don't only play Wipeout. I just wasn't able to play the other modes because of the Frankpocalypse. But pay attention, because this Mandy was a different breed. This was the start of something great. In all my years of playing Brawl Stars, I have never been carried by a Mandy until now, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay, maybe I am a little bit. After seeing how good she played, I needed to hit that play again button, and so did she. This was now the second greatest decision that I've made in this push, and she was hitting almost every single super. The wins were just stacking up again and again and again, and we got all the way to 952 trophies, but we kept going because we kept winning, all the way up to 963 trophies. But this is when disaster struck. Remember when I said Frankpocalypse? Well, it finally made its way into Wipeout. And the thing with Fatso Frank is he's just got so many freaking hit points that he can just walk straight forward and get kills. Sure, Angelo does do 4,000 damage in one shot, but in case you were wondering, by the time you charge up a 4K shot, Frank has already started his healing process. But this is also when I learned that the Rico Hypercharge was absolutely insane. I felt like I was playing Mutations all over again. What is that? And why is my teammate AFK? Are you kidding me? The only point to be made here is we got crushed, and I blame my teammate for becoming a bot. Fortunately, our bot teammate left the party, so I did hit the play again with my Mandy teammate, but here's the problem. Now we're getting randoms, and they just weren't working out. I mean, take a look at this. Poor Fang got like 6 deaths in one game. And I guess with every rise comes a fall, and I lost every single one of the trophies that we earned, and even a little bit more. Day 4, the final day had started, and I am tired of Wipeout, so I crawled back to my comfort, Showdown. At this point, I was so sick of this push. I had been going up and down, up and down, up and down for days, but I wasn't ready to call it quits yet. This is when I'm supposed to tell you guys to subscribe and leave a comment. I was able to grab 2 cubes right off the bat, and then before anything really even happened, the game was already at Showdown, which means we gained trophies, so I'm not complaining. Unfortunately for us, we're not going to be able to do much against a 13 power cube team, so we just went ahead and took the L. Shout out to my teammate for hitting me with those heals, I guess. I crossed back into the 900s, and I was feeling much more comfortable in Showdown. I was still running it up with randoms, and once in a while I would be lucky enough to get a Lily on my team, and as you guys know, Lily is the cream of the crop right now. And with the help from my teammate C-Man, we went from 5 cubes to 10 cubes, doubling it up like we're at the casino, snatching up that kill right there, closing in on the top 2, and it's just cleanup from there. Randoms were actually doing pretty well, and in some cases they were clutching up when I couldn't. I was up at 934 trophies on a 6-game win streak with randoms, and I was pretty proud of that. But that all came to a quick end when Little Pixel Jr. here lost me 10 smackaroonies. Oh, but it didn't end there, because the game after that, this guy lost me another 10 smackaroonies, and then I get teamed up with him again in the next one, and he loses me another 3 smackaroonies. That's when I had enough, and my friend happened to send me an invite to his team, and I thought about it for a good solid second, and then realized that's exactly what I want. I told him to go Meg because I'm tired of the BS, and we got right into it. I wasn't here to play games. Well, I was, but only the ones that I'm winning. So, with that being said, we won. We won all of them. We won every single one of them. These lilies could not even compete. Use your invisibility, I still know where you're at. Pow! Hit him with the 6K. It was time we finished this thing up. And then finally, after so many days, after so many ups and downs, so many random teammates, in the final massive tilt at the very end, we got the rank 30 1,000 trophies on my Angelo. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I love reading the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!